Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. Spoiler alert for all my fam on the Dynasty Scrolls Nation. We are kicking it off today on some idle heroes instead. Lots to talk about, some big updates, or quality of life, I would even say, in certain aspects have been included into the game. Yesterday I downloaded it. Today we hit reset. I've been playing around a little bit on other accounts to suss some stuff out, but I figured why don't we just jump straight into it? So if you're new or visiting, stick around. You might actually learn a couple of things, or you might even be intrigued enough to play the game. First thing you'll notice is you're going to get these chapter options down below, and it's going to have this glowy red dot, which is going to irritate the OCD ones. But basically, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna grab some free shit. And like any legitimate player, OG or free to play or whale, we like free stuff in this game. And surprisingly, they've allowed us to not auto complete everything because honestly, it takes the joy out of it. Like you on an old account. And this is starting to get a little bit of a semi-old account. You can just go in here, press the fucking claim all button, and be done with it. Forget about it, you know. But this time you actually have to interact, you actually have to do some things. So I'd strongly recommend doing your daily quest anyway. But by doing your daily quest, you're pretty much going to pick up most of these chapter completions regardless. Now, I'm not going to do too many on the screen, obviously, but what I'd like to draw your attention to is this fucking bird lady down here called Garuda. Now, if you're new and you're wondering, is this a good hero to build? Short answer is absolutely. She is a fantastic carry hero early game. She's definitely up there in terms of like the top five that you would pick as a first to E5. She is a very annoying hero. I'm just gonna say that she does lots and lots of abilities. She has this feather ability, and to be honest, the fact that the game is giving copies of her at 6, and I believe the next one's at 10, and literally this thing just keeps going and going and fucking going. Look at all this juicy stuff that they're gonna give you. Um, Basically, it's just yeah, it's lots and lots of free stuff, and they don't stop giving you Garuda copies either. They just keep giving you stuff, and I think this is a fantastic introductory into the game. It certainly incentivizes players to keep going. I honestly don't know how far this goes. I am tempted to find out. You're all here for the journey, so suck it up. Shit, you're even getting light and dark hero copies, and you're getting a 9-star puppet chest. Chapter 42. Chapter 42, you get that free 9-star. Basically, it looks like you're going to get enough copies to, I want to say 10-star Garuda. I didn't count them all, but I think there was 5 in total, meaning that's a guaranteed 10-star if you have the food. Pretty cool. Of course, this tells you need to obtain an E3 hero. Yeah, that's a little bit sketchy. But anyway, overall, you're going to get some free shit. I am definitely going to go balls deep on the free to play account, pop my cherry. So stay tuned for some updated videos on that. We are going to be chasing E3 Garuda today or tomorrow, depending on the video schedules of Dynasty Scrolls as well. Another thing to probably mention is they upgraded the interface. So I think this would technically be called quality of life. Um, they've allowed us now to interact with all of the available, I guess, currencies that we can acquire and shops that we can go into. And then we've got subsections as well. Is it good? It's convenient. It's convenient. I'll give you that. Obviously, the guild store allows you to go through all of the available ones. Then you've got some interesting ones. I didn't think they put Seal Land in there. They put the Lucky Store in there, which was again surprising. And of course, last but not least, is Arena. So it's not bad in terms of functionality. It's pretty easy to get around. What I would have liked to have seen though is an upgraded marketplace because this is pretty old. Not gonna lie, yeah, it's just pretty shitty. Don't spend gems on it. It's a trap. Short answer, long answer. It's a trap. I wouldn't spend anything on there at all. Is there anything else that's been updated or integrated? No, don't think so. doesn't look like they've added anything here additionally. No. Of course, I could just cheat and look at the patch notes. So if you are curious when you log into the game, they're going to come up with a notice board and you can check them out and read them. But I'm more of an audio visual kind of guy, so I like to explore some shit. Because realistically, there is nothing exciting going on in the Idle Heroes land at the moment. Now, what I will say though is this got me a little bit more well, not excited, a little bit more intrigued, I would say, because realistically, you're still going to have to grind some shit out, but it gives a little bit more purpose in your grind. There are definitely some I wouldn't say pay to win elements, but there's certainly some pay to advance elements in this whole structure. So we'll cover that in a second. But basically, you've got your heroes challenge, your equipment challenge, and your friends challenge. Now, I will point out that it is probably going to be very, very challenging to do some of this stuff as a free to play player or a new player. But eventually, you will, of course, be able to acquire some of these 9-star light and dark heroes. But when you do that, well, I mean, you're going to get a selection chest to pick one of the heroes that you're probably already building to 9-star in that faction. So it's like a bit of a leg up. I am definitely not criticizing this in terms of just the accessibility. There's certainly going to be some additional things that we want to grab, so I might as well just grab these ones. Why not? We'll get the little tick marks going. But basically, to start the ball rolling, you need to build a 6-star. So most people on their journey are going to be building 6 stars regardless. And then, of course, you move down to the next bracket, which is either Abyss or Shadow or Forest or Fortress. Depending on which one you build, it really just depends on which bracket you go down. I don't think the rewards it's very specific. So if you were going to build like a 9-star Shadow or Abyss, for argument's sake, basically when you awaken a 10-star hero, you get some free food. And it's pretty generous too. I think that's 2 dummies, if I'm not mistaken. Is that 2 dummies? I don't know. I can't remember. Fucking, it's been that long since I've looked at how many shards the dummies have, but I almost feel like that's 2 dummies there. And then when you get an E3, you can pick like an Ignis, which is great if you went down the Abyss line. And of course, if you E3 it, you get the crappy Inosuke. I'm not shitting on Inosuke. I use him. He's okay. But as you can see, you're going to get some stuff purely by progressing. It's not going to really help you progress. It's just going to help you, I guess, get to that next E5, if that makes sense. Or it's just or a rebate. You could look at it like it's a rebate. You got E5 and then you got a dummy back, or you got some fucking 6 stars back. It works, okay? It works in its own weird and twisted way. Of course, these light and dark dummies and puppets are going to be very, very advantageous. Yes, oh, fuck yeah, give me a Drake any day of the week. And then, of course, we get the puppets, which make absolutely no difference. Any of these puppets down here, doesn't matter. You can use them for all of the heroes. So you don't need to use a forest puppet to build a forest 10-star or anything like that. It's just free food. All right, we'll just call it free fucking food. However, this is where it gets a little bit more spicy. If you decided to build a transcendent hero by going into the evolution cube, and spoiler alert, I have been doing this free to play. I have not spent a single dime to buy transcendent cores, and I'm liking the fact that I can grind this out. It's one of the things in the game where I don't go, I'll just spend $1,000 today and get myself a couple of transcendent heroes. I like that you can grind this out at your own leisure, but when you do manage to evolve and create one of these heroes, which you can get through by basically doing your transcendent cores. Ooh, let's just go here. Let's see if we get ourselves another Ignis. Fucking Dragon Slayer. Get out of here with that shit. But basically, you can have fun doing that. And if you did manage to build one of these, I assume this is going to be fine. Like, I don't feel like the game's going to rip you off by making you build entirely another one. Like, that would be a little bit suspicious if they made you do it and it didn't light up your gallery. But yeah, you get 10 cores there. And then, of course, as you enable your heroes by increasing the void abilities, you can get some additional things here. I think this is like a full selection chest with Tussie in it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Tussie and Porky are in there, so that's like an additional bonus. And then eventually, if you manage to V4 one of your heroes, then of course you get a 10-star puppet back, which is kind of like a consolation prize because you need a lot of 10-star puppets to even get them to V4. But it is what it is, right? So it's not bad. It is definitely more of a pay to win, grind to win kind of element, or pay to advance, I would say, not win. You're not really winning anything with the Transcendent Hero, let's be honest. If that was the truth, we'd all be building them like as ASAP. But I am very, very keen for Jara to come out. I am very keen for Jara. I was very disappointed with Asmodeus, so I feel like Jara might intrigue me enough to come back to the game and spend a little bit of money and energy on it. But in terms of the glory challenge, for equipment, it's gonna be just you going and just getting random shit, random pieces of gear. You can literally get most of these just by going in here and collecting your loot. You're gonna get green gear, red gear. Of course, you can actually just go ahead and build this as well. Like spoiler alert, if you haven't used all this stuff for residents, you can just go ahead and build this shit, and yeah, you'll be good to go. And I figured that's probably the path that we're going to go down, see whether or not that actually lines up. So we managed this, obtain one piece of Heaven's equipment, and there we go. So I think we might actually have some of this in the bag. Do we have some of this in the bag? Yes, we do. Let's just grab the orange gear as well. Do we have any other gear in the bag? No. And don't ask me why that was in the bag. I just remembered that I had it in the bag. Anyway, so we managed to get both of those pieces of gear. And if we wanted to get the alternatives, of course, we would just need to get obtain a whole set of the hunter suit, red star quality. So if we wanted to do that, what's the hunter suit? I assume this is the hunter suit. Man, that's the hunter crossbow. Yeah, yeah, so it's definitely this one. So it's the 1-star red gear. You can play around with this at your own leisure and go ahead and fill that out. But if you do so, obviously you're just going to get some more equipment. And equipment is essentially a resonance food. And then, of course, you just need to build a 6-star quality set. And then you need to get a class specific set, which is not terrible because you're going to get this stuff back as a rebate. And then a resonance gear set, which means that you're gonna get, I mean, like a discount, I guess. You're gonna get 5k back. It is an expensive process because it says forge 3 class suits. So it's this is going to take you a little while to forge basically your class specific suits and your resonance gear, but that's pretty much end game anyway. Everyone is going to head there. Now, in terms of the artifacts, obtain an artifact of red quality or above. I like the fact you're giving me profit orbs. I like that. Obtain an exclusive artifact of orange quality and a non-exclusive artifact. It's giving you options, so you're not, roller coasted. Obtain one mysterious artifact. One mysterious artifact. Okay. I assume that's the mysterious chest. If I'm not wrong, am I wrong? I don't know. Is that where we're leading to, game? Are you gonna make me spend money to open up a mysterious chest again? God damn it. What about here? Is this? It's not classified as a mysterious artifact, is it? Huh. I think that might actually need to be a mysterious chest, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting. A lot of people would have been pissed off because they probably would have popped theirs from the last VIP event. But the good thing is the game seems to like to throw them out quite frequently. So I'm not too worried about that. But in terms of this, we might as well go ahead and see if we actually have any artifacts in the bag that we can pull out, just as an example. I don't actually think I do, but we do have a red one. We'll take the red one. I swear I've cleaned all this out to feed off the Ormus, so that's low key annoying. Magic artifact boost, yeah, forget about it. We don't want none of that shit around here. So we grab the profit orbs, and then basically you're gonna have to go along at your own pace and get some of this stuff. Now this is probably that mysterious artifact chest. I can't show you on this account because I used them all. Um, yeah, anyway, you basically have to spend money to get it. Very rarely, though, do they give it to you for free, but I think they're getting a little bit more generous. Please complete the previous first and then one. obtain one mysterious artifact. I just don't feel like that's what I think it is. I mean, you can regress and recreate this, so you can pretty much cheese the system in almost to get this done. And I'm sure that there's many ways to do it. You just simply where is it? Where is it? Where's almost? I think you can devolve them, right? Yeah. So you can regress them and then recreate them basically, and then cheese the system. I 1000% guarantee people are going to be cheesing the system doing that. Of course, you're going to need a great variety though. So you need to create a splendid, a one of the splendid within this section as well. So A and B, sweet. I can do Rui on this one, and I probably can do Antlers Cane. I feel like you can do Antlers Cane on that one, but you're going to need to make them splendid, which is the highest tier. But yes, as I said, work on your own leisure doing that. Enhance a hero's stone. So this one's a little bit easier. I feel like everybody can do this one at either any part of the game. Eventually, you're all going to need to have A3 stones or E3 stones, whatever they're called. But you get a free selection chest, which is pretty good. Not bad, not bad. You get 100k of that. What else is there? You get 50k. It starts to pay for itself a little bit. And then last but not least, what do we have here? Let's just claim some of this. I feel like this is, you just need to build shit and level it up in monsters. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. I love that. We didn't build, have we not built any of these ones? Of course not, because they're pretty bad. Um, what is the Nidhogg? Is this guy? This the dragon? I assume. Is that the dragon dude? Why does it say dragon? No, it might not be. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Why is it not saying what they are? Okay. Uh, well, that's going to be a little bit of trial and error, isn't it? So we've got the Finks, the phoenix, you got the deer. This looks like the fox, and we've got the wolf. I'm gonna say that this guy is the dragon or the Nihog. I'm gonna assume that's it. So let's just activate you. Fuck it. Might as well just activate you. There you go. So you need to activate these fuckers. All right, let's just activate them all. Let's activate them all. Let's not play any more guessing games, eh? Um, and then you got you, and then you got you. So what are you called? I'm curious now. You're the apparition, okay, and then you must be the stone golem, of course. Alright, so there you go. We managed to do that. You just need to level up one of them. I'd recommend the dragon, of course, over the stone golem apparition. But you level that to level 90, then you get them all the way. You get some gear back, and then of course you get some other stuff here. Like you have to max the monsters' ruin stones, and you get some ruin stones back. Enhance over any of the following monsters' level aura and ruins to their max. So we've got the Sphinx, and I'd say I will eventually do the Phoenix when I can be fucked. And yeah, we get some. Hey, we actually get 3k gems. I'm not complaining about that. That's pretty lit. What about this one? Ooh, upgrade your galactic tree. I'll take that. We'll get some of those. This is where it gets a little bit more spicy. Obviously, you need to be doing your daily expeditions to get some of this resource. Of course, if you're curious about it, you can always just go into the central hall here and buy some out here. Although I wouldn't recommend it because if you want to keep progressing in levels, you need to spend 100k and so on and so forth. I mean, I kind of like to hoard shit together. I just buy the base set and just keep accumulating it. But it's up to you. If you want to grow your tree a little bit faster, you can always go down that path. Of course, you can do your expeditions as well. But that's what that means by the galactic tree. Only at level 60, a baby tree indeed. And 240 and maxed out at 360. Free is free. I am not going to complain about that. What about you? Upgrade a star spawn. All right. So we managed to upgrade you somehow. Upgrade a star spawn of any faction to level 61. Huh, yeah. That's intense. Okay, so we apparently need to keep upgrading our little monsters. Unfortunately, I haven't had very good drop rates with the eggs yet, so yeah. Anyway, this is a grindy thing to do. It doesn't seem like a bad idea. I like the concepts. I like the fact that they're giving us free stuff by basically just playing the game. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. What do you like about this feature most? What do you want to see me do? Do you want to see me do any other examples? What other videos you'd like to see me on Idle Heroes doing? Because realistically, there's not a lot going on. I am curious to see though, in terms of if anyone has built the new hero, the fucking fish lady, whatever her name is, and I would say that's a negatory. Definitely a negatory. Negatory. Yeah, nah, Fish Lady is a definite no no on this account. I probably would say she's probably a definite no no on any other account as well. Hard pass, easy pass. Make sure you're saving up for the anniversary event. Obviously, I have not got any scrolls on this account, but that's fine. I'm not worried in the least because you can always just swipe that credit card a little bit later on, right, PB? However, on the other accounts, I will, of course, be continuing to save up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.